I have notes here with me because I want to make sure all of the information that I want to tell you guys is available in front of me because I can't check it on my phone while I'm filming, but this is a much shorter video than I've been doing lately, but usually at all, so I thought it was the perfect time to remind you about our Palestinian families that still need our help. So we have Khulud, and again, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong. Please do not hesitate to come into the comments or in any of my social medias and correct me on names. But we have Khulud, who has a 50K final goal. Their last update has been as of July 4th. Her children are suffering from a terrible skin disease. I'm going to put the name of it here because I don't know if I can pronounce the disease, but her children are suffering from a horrible skin disease that is caused by the occupation and the conditions that Israel is putting Palestinian people in. For the sake of a genocide, occupation, literal fucking nightmare. Her children are 9 and 2 years old, and both of them are suffering from this. And of course, her and her children are only able to live in tents. So any money to any of the Palestinian families, but Khulud especially, will go towards any medicine, food, clothing, medical supplies, anything that is available in Palestine right now, because Israel has all of the aid trucks completely cut off. So we also have Ashraf and Noor, who have a 15K goal. They have updated as of July 7th. Their GoFundMe page has updated. They are a young couple with 2 small children. Their 5-year-old is suffering greatly. That is their most recent update, specifically from malnutrition, as the rest of the Palestinians are suffering from malnutrition because, again, aid trucks are not being allowed in. There are aid trucks waiting to cross the border into Palestine, and Israel's not letting it happen because it's a genocide. And if they're not bombing people and trying to kill them and get them out of their homes, and most people, their only home is a tent, they're trying to starve them. Well, they're succeeding, but they're trying to starve them because this is the genocide that they're in. We also have Rami's family, who again is a family that reached out to me through Instagram specifically. Rami's family has not had an update since 2024, but people are still donating to Rami's family. They have a goal of 75K, and they are a family of 10 with a newborn baby included. So anything we can do. Originally, these were evacuation goals for Rami's family and the next family I'm going to speak of. They are originally evacuation goals to be able to afford the exorbitant, ridiculous evacuation fees that Egypt was charging for people to be able to cross over into Egypt out of Palestine. But now, again, they are goals to be able to afford food, medicine, clothing, any supplies they could use to fortify their homes, anything at all. And we also have Sajud's family, whose final goal was $113,000 and then about $400. There have been no updates for Sajud's family. Don't want to really think about what that means, but if you would like to donate to Sajud's family, she is a student who is trying to help support her family of 11 who are scattered throughout Palestine due to the occupation and the constant bombing and the constant murder in the streets, constant massacres, the genocide. Donating to any of these families will be more helpful than any of us really think. We're probably thinking what's $5 going to do, which is the GoFundMe minimum. It's more than our government's doing in the United States. Why does my hair look worse on camera? And yes, I did have blush blindness today. I don't know how to use cream blush. Mind your business about it. Hello Friendsies, welcome back to my channel. You want to hear something hilarious? I've been putting off filming this video for the last 2 or 3 hours, and I feel like it's not even going to be that long. Anyway, the title is kind of clickbaity and funny because I just wanted to briefly talk about Not So Berry. Am I the biggest, most obnoxious tease when it comes to Not So Berry? If you watch my YouTube videos, if you watch my Not So Berry Sims 4 playthrough, am I annoying about Not So Berry? Probably. But it's been probably over a year. I actually didn't check when the last time a Not So Berry video was posted, but it's probably been over a year at this point since any episodes of Not So Berry have come out. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately. You know why? Because I went through and found all the screenshots I took from Mint to halfway through Plum Gen and was like, damn, I miss them. I also was talking to a friend of mine the other day. I was hanging out with a friend and was like info dumping about my other Sims family, like my Sims family in The Sims 3 that I made a video about years ago at this point. And I was info dumping about other people doing the Very Veggie Challenge. I said a while ago when the Very Veggie Challenge like first came out, I put like, I think I put a poll, ooh, that's a lot of words, on Instagram, and I think also here on YouTube, I don't remember, asking like who would want to see the Very Veggie Challenge. But the thing is, and this is not new, you're gonna be like, oh my god, another person complaining about the same shit. We get it. The Sims 4 is a bad game, because The Sims 4 is a bad game. And the problem with Not So Berry is when I was filming it, it was a second video a week. I was working a full-time job that I absolutely hated and was like very bad for my mental, emotional, and physical health. And I was putting Not So Berry and like filming and editing it above sleeping and trying to get like any recovery from that job, and I was putting it above like doing things with friends and like helping my friends out, because I was like, no, sorry, I can't, I'm busy filming Not So Berry. There's nothing against Not So Berry, it's entirely against The Sims 4, because on top of all of that, doing that, I also was suffering greatly from the updates of The Sims 4. I know the new, like as of the day I'm filming this, because they just put out a patch for the drag and drop to like help your Sims clean up. And I know the newest bug is that they broke pregnancy. Do you guys remember when they finally gave us the color swatches and like full update for skin tones that should have come with base game, and it broke staircases? Do we remember that? So this is just like a quick short video of me just like quickly yapping. And I also like want opinions. If anybody has ever been here for my Sims 4 videos for my Not So Berry challenge, or if you used to watch them and you really liked them and you would like to see them again, let me know in the comments what our feelings are about that. Would you possibly, if it was doable for me, like to see Not So Berry come back? Because I don't want to let Not So Berry die. I do want to play that save file often, because I love Sigmund and I love his daughter and I love Alexander and I love Sigmund's extended family with all of his siblings. But part of me is like, I can't play it because I need to play it for Not So Berry, like for YouTube and everything. But also part of me is like, I don't want to just let them die, but also I might never touch this again. So what are we feeling? I just want to know in the comments like how you guys are feeling. Would you want to see Not So Berry come back? Would you hate it if I ever did do the Very Veggie Challenge? I would like to get businesses and hobbies if I did the Very Veggie Challenge, but right now I do not have the money for Very Veggie Challenge. So what's the vibe? Can I just ask? Can I get like a consensus? Can I get some answers? Because part of me really wants to go back to making like 2 videos a week. I really actually did enjoy that when it was doable for me. And I hate editing. I'm not an editing girly. I don't like doing it. However, I do like having the videos. I like having the videos. I like hyping stuff up. I like doing my like mental storytelling, but like expressing it to the world, because I do want to be an author one day in my life. So let me know in the comments what we feel about The Sims 4. Would you like me to see a different challenge that like you haven't seen other people do? Do you want me to do any Sims videos at all, or do you just want me to stick to yapping? Like, let me know. Gaming videos in general have always been like a goal of mine, and then I like get, you know what it is? It's imposter syndrome, and also I'm like, well, everybody else is doing it, so what's the point of me doing it because no one's gonna watch it anyway? That's not true. People come and watch it. Anyway, this video is intentionally short. I sat and did all of my makeup with blush blindness. I like sprayed, I don't know if you can tell on camera, I sprayed so much glitter in my hair and then laid down and like dicked around on my phone because I was like putting off doing this video, and I don't know why. I have time off. I'm not full-time at my new job. I have time off, and my new job is not like horrendously taxing. So like I have time to do stuff right now. So if you guys want to see any Sims content at all, this doesn't look as fun now that my hair's like faded and looks crusty. Why does my hair always look worse on camera? It also looks way better underneath, and this top layer is suffering. Anyway, now I'm just yapping. Let me know in the comments, like consider my questions and let me know down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye! The next video is not going to be a Sims related video. I need time to read comments, but the next video might be controversial. So, we'll find out. Popping in here at the end to remind you guys of our Palestinian families that I spoke about in the beginning of the video, and also their GoFundMe links are in the description. There are multiple links in the description, and I feel like I keep adding more, and I feel like they're getting a little bit jumbled, so at some point I will try to make them a little more, not condensed because I don't want to take any away, but maybe a little more like to get put together to understand, because I understand that Palestine might feel very removed from what is happening in the United States. If you live here, you might want to focus more on donating to people that need money due to the incredible displacement and tragedy that is happening with the Texas floods. You might want to focus your donations on like money to help families that have been affected by the ICE raids. Any donation you do monetarily is going to help. And if you can't donate any money, I'm sure there are places online, which I will try to find links for that in the, upcoming videos, and I will try to provide them. If you know any through social media, please let me know, whether it's monetary, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, whether it's anything, especially for like families affected by the floods, anything at all that we can do. We need to do something because our government won't do anything, and our government is actively trying to kill all of us in the United States, but it is disproportionately affecting Black and brown people, as it always has in the United States, but it is disproportionately affecting them. And if you, I hate to say it this way because I don't want any of us to lose focus on the genocide that's happening in Palestine, because Israel is committing it, but the United States is actively funding it and providing weapons. But if Palestine feels removed from you, I guess is the way I have to say this, anything happening in this country that you can provide money or, like I said, resources, or if you can just spread the news, especially when it comes to ICE raids in your area, that will also be incredibly helpful. I love all of you. Stay safe as best you can.